Hi there, welcome back to another week of Counter-Strike game and skin market update. This is Skinomics 2, and this video covers the 23rd to 29th of June 2025. We've seen a revival to the returns on the Armory Pass this week, as interest shift away from the major. Charms now stand at the top of the ROI on unboxing, given the two collections within the pass are still the only ways to obtain any weapon charms. Both cases also still provide a risk-free way of making some money whilst playing the game. Return on unboxing for Austin Major stickers have also seen a revival, given the unsustainably low returns they dropped to last week. Autographs have shifted as per previous majors to the bottom for returns. Given the 75% sale on the horizon, you should wait before considering to purchase or unbox these. Speaking of the Austin Major, Leetify published some data for the percentage of diamond coin. The Austin Major had the lowest percentage of diamond coin and the highest percentage of silver coin in the past 5 majors. The data suggests that only 1 in 10,000 people managed to get diamond out of those who participated. Staying on the major, we have yet to receive the option to redeem any souvenir packages for the playoff matches from the major. Valve promised that charms which contain highlight reels will be part of the weapons redeemed from these packages, but a week on from the major, we have not received anything. Valve has also disappointingly not released the next season of Premiere, which was set to begin at the conclusion of the Austin Major. As this can release any day now, this is a reminder for you to obtain an active rating, as it isn't a requirement to receive a badge containing your rating for Season 2. This week, the CS2 market cap for all skins have broken its all-time high again, now exceeding $5 billion US. For perspective, this would put it just outside the S&P 500 if it was combined to be a single company. It would also put it outside the top 10 cryptocurrencies by a large margin. Moving on, let's talk about the actual game. Smart Backwards on Twitter analysed the number of close games in the pro scene after the move to MR12, and it had significantly reduced from when the game worked on an MR15 system. This is worth highlighting as the in-game economy needs improvements to prevent consistent rounds of saving. Valve announced this week that it would create a new sub-region under Europe called MENA. This region groups the Middle Eastern nations together as shown on screen. 2 teams are directly affected. First of which is Liquid, which now firmly lies within the European region, with 3 European players, as well as JiJieHao, which have been reclassified from Asia. The once Black Horse team, Bad News Eagles, have disbanded following a string of unsuccessful attempts at getting to the major. 3 stickers from the organisation are available between 2022 and 2023. However, the sticker prices did not move significantly under the news, given the organisation has been outside of major qualifying potential for a while now. Finally, let's move on to our weekly craft idea. I have a cheap craft for you this week in that you can use the IMA sticker from the Austin Major to put a crown on the ghost figure presented on the AWP Mortis skin. In addition, you may also put any other paper signatures below the figure to achieve a cool effect. The AWP Mortis costs $11 in factory new condition, and paper stickers from Austin should not cost more than 5 cents each. Switching gears to market analysis. The Skinomics 2 index, which contains a list of items I used to represent the market, increased by 2.77% this week. Another rally is on the way given the positive moments in most of the major categories this week. The ESports Fire Index, which contains a list of 300 high-value liquid items, shows prices increasing slowly as well over the past month. Moving on to buff value of trade and trade volume data sourced from the cheap instant skin trading website iTrade.gg. Volumes and value of trade have started to pick back up on the platform this week. With the total value and volume data sourced from SteamDT, whilst the trend line is still negative from weeks prior, we can still see momentum building within the past 7 days as well. Some 2.4 million trades was conducted on the 27th of June. Now, let's break the skin market movements this week down into categories. Starting off with knives and gloves, this segment saw substantial increases this week with the exception for the vanilla Urus. Increases range typically from 3 to 5%. Higher tiered weapon skins followed suit, noting that the M4 Printstream has been on a tear recently, increasing by over 30% in the past month. Agents were a big winner this week as well. Ricksaw saw a movement of 17%, which reminds me of the agent pump and dump late last year. Last but not least, in the more affordable weapon segment, we see mixed results. Most of the increases have been for more expensive items, rather than entry-leveled items, which means that the demand this week had deeper pockets. Moving on, according to CS2 Case Tracker, case unboxings rebounded a little as people await the discount for Austin sticker capsules. However, we saw a player count decrease for the first time in a while. It is the summer in Europe, but also the lack of updates is enticing players away from the game. With the rebound in case unboxing numbers, non-active case prices saw rises across the board. This is despite Steam's summer sale, when we typically see declines due to people offloading cases for games. In active cases, we had mixed price movements. The kilowatt and fracture cases came down slightly, whilst the others edged up. Let's now take a glimpse at this week's biggest winners and losers. Winners this week have been made up of agents. Prices for agents have almost risen back to their peak in October 2024, which is quite astonishing given that was a pump and dump incident. In losers, same as last week, the most expensive Austin and ZywOo stickers have declined significantly in prices as we encroach the upcoming 75% off sale for the sticker capsules. Onto the top trades of the week, also sourced from the skin trading site itrade.gg. The top sale on Buff was a 661 in minimal wear condition, selling for $55,000, which is a fair market price given the status of the skin. The second place was for a cling blade emerald butterfly, whereas the third place was for a minimal wear pair of hedge mazes. On CS Float, we saw a Reason Holo from Cato 14 selling for $35,000. The second and third places were the usual emerald butterfly and wild lotus respectively. Moving into game news, there were no updates as mentioned in the headline. This has been a disappointing week. Now onto the pro scene. The upcoming $1 million Fissure Playground tournament will not feature any top 10 teams apart from Fissure, given scheduling conflicts. This means that for whoever wins the tournament, the team will likely get a large VRS scoring boost to help with ranking in future events. In other news, we are officially in the transfer season this week as we see many roster changes. Firstly, the Valorant Champions team Sentinels may look to build a Counter-Strike team based in North America. Virtus Pro swaps Flamus for Perfecto, who has not played in any tournament games since 12 months ago. G2 is rumoured to replace Snacks as Hunter will step up to the IGL role. Chinggis Warriors will make 2 roster changes after their first major participation ever. Nork steps down from BCE Games. Spirit targets Zoo from Team Namiga to replace Magix. Imperial benches Decenti and signs SHR. Heroic signed a new coach in Tobiz and completed a player roster with Grix. Ray Adams signed Trash to replace somebody. Whilst I do not know the player, I know that his sticker will be very expensive if he was to qualify for the next major. I am still open to skin donations, and a reminder to join my Discord. Please like, share and subscribe. On that bombshell, that was all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!